There is a shortcut for inserting today's date into Excel, and you can use this to speed up entering other dates. The simplest way to achieve this is Control semicolon. This will insert today's date. If you need a different date from today's date, simply put in today's date and change it. It is quicker to do it this way than to open up a dialog box and enter it the long way. If you make a careless error and delete something that you need back, there are two basic ways to retrieve the information, and which method you use depends on how deep the error was. If you are not sure whether it was your last action that created the problem, simply go to the Undo button on your Quick Access toolbar and select the drop-down button to see what your last actions were, and select as far back as you need to. If you only need to undo the last action, simply press Ctrl Z, or if you're an American, Ctrl Z, and repeat this step to eliminate the previous actions. If you undid more than you needed to, you can go to the drop-down box and redo the items going backwards. The shortcut for this is Ctrl Y. There are three methods of zooming in and out on your worksheet. There is a common method, which is View Zoom, or View 100%, or View Zoom on a selection. This zoom function works fine, but it is the slowest method. The second method is to use the slide at the bottom right hand corner, which is certainly quicker. However, the best method is to hold down the Control key and move the mouse wheel to zoom in or out. Fortunately, there are two control keys on the keyboard, so it doesn't matter if you are right-handed or left-handed. One hand holds the control key down, whilst the mouse hand scrolls the wheel. So you have a really useful list of names, but you want to sort this by the last name and not the first name. How do you do that without retyping the whole thing out again? Fortunately, Excel does give us a method of splitting up this data and having names in two columns. First, select the data and go into the Data tab and choose Text to Columns. Choose Delimited. Next, choose Space, as that is our delimited. Now check the preview to see that it all makes sense, and then click Finish. This is exactly what we wanted. Don't forget to relabel the columns and check the whole thing to see if there are any extra bits left over. If there are any middle names, you will have to redo this process and create more columns. The shortcut F11 will create a chart from selected data and put the chart into a new tab on the left of the source data. However, there is another shortcut for creating a chart, and this time it puts the chart next to the source data, which some people think is far more useful. This shortcut is Alt F1. This will give you an instant chart for you to use as your starting point in your presentations. Always consider taking any chance to avoid using a mouse. There are sometimes quicker and better methods of achieving your tasks. Take this example. Control Space will highlight the entire column. However, Control Shift down arrow will just select the data below the cell you're in. As you can see, the selection stops when the continuous data stops. To get this effect with rows, Shift Space will highlight the entire row. Control Shift right arrow will just select the data to the right of the cell that you are in. If you need to select a block of data that you are in, just press Ctrl A. If you want to select the entire worksheet within the tab, just press Ctrl A again.